Hello, Weston. How are you? Sorry, I was just checking my internet speed. I've been having trouble with it, so I was looking down at my phone. Still am. Let's see if I can switch that one. Oh, I got a whole bunch of people showed up now. That's great. Sorry, I haven't, for those of you that have been here before, I've been struggling with my internet speed, so we're working on that. Good to hear it, Weston. Have you been here before? No. Okay, that's cool. Just checking. The name didn't look familiar. That's why I was asking. And I kind of let this, the last few times I've been on, I let it kind of go as a free for all, so people can kind of bring up kind of whatever they want. Not, I try to avoid politics and religion if possible. So yeah, quite a few people that haven't. I see quite a few people on. So again, I'm having real trouble with my speeds. Yeah, Mexico. Sorry, Oh, thank you, Weston. I appreciate it. And oh, hello, Amar. Yeah, and Country Girl. Yeah, my internet has been, um, but I'm gonna try it anyway and see if it glitches or not. So it's been a little challenging. As I can see the wheel spinning now, it's glitchy. Good grief! I see that it just glitched a minute ago. Yes, Weston, I saw that. Thank you very much. Okay, Amar. Yeah, that's good. Okay, Weston, thanks for stopping by. That's okay, Weston. Thank you for coming. My hair looks awesome. Uh, Thanks. I just had it cut today, actually. What's in the filing cabinets? Your bank statements. No, thank you for the hearts. Just a lot of old stuff that I've been saving, and the rest of this junk is someone else's that I'm storing for them. Sorry about that, Amar. I don't know what to tell you on that one. That's a tough one. Came after 6 days. Okay, fair enough, yeah. Wait, Country Girl, you're back too. Thank you. And Mexico, I did not use the body pillows. Sorry about that. I did get a haircut today, Masters. I have something to do tomorrow, and I thought it was getting a little ratty, so I kind of like it longer, but this will have to do for now. Bella Book Kitty. Yes, Bella, it is live. I haven't been on in a few days, so I'm still having issues with my internet, so I'm trying to get that corrected. But my lovely company doesn't seem to be able to figure it out. Country Girl, I'm glad you're back. I have no country music to play in the background for you this time. Sorry. Hi, Robin. How are you? Jeff, man. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, now that I got my haircut, I don't look like what's his name from Back to the Future. Well, as much, I should say. My hair is not as poofy. Rinzai, thank you very much for the jewels, the stars. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, it always seems to take a little while to get going, and then we kind of find our way or find our path. You know what? Pretty good, Robin. Like I said, I got my hair cut today, and it's been hot here, but I mean, not bad hot. So, like upper 80s, I guess, maybe 90, but really not bad. My seventh like, it's my lucky number. Nice job, Bella. I don't know if I have any lucky numbers. Maybe I do. Not quite sure of it. Robert Hogg. The bodyguard. Oh man. Do I know about Dawood Abraham? I do not, Amar. Hey, New York. Nice to see you here, Jack. Never heard of Virat Kohli either. Oh, sorry, yeah, Country Girl. Sorry I got on so late tonight. It's just been a struggle with this internet stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to try to do better and be on a little earlier, but it hasn't been working out these last few days. But thank you for coming again, and hopefully we can get some good conversation going when you're here next time. Half hawk, half man. The crosshair. Hey, Geese. Nice to see you again. Yeah, I haven't been here. I don't know what day I was last year, but it's been a few days. Well, I know about Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. What would you like to know about that? Goodbye, Country Girl. You know, Geese, my day's been okay. Got my hair cut this morning. Been a nice day out. Had a lot to do, so, but no complaints. How about you? And how hot was it in Texas today is what I'd really like to know. Because we were hot here the last couple days. It's going to start cooling down a little bit, get back to normal. Back to upper 70s, around 80. 103? Well, I don't feel so bad then. We were just upper 80s. So I'll take the upper 80s over 103. Holy smokes. And that's probably not the hottest it's been this summer, I would guess, right, Geese? Half hawk. I don't really talk. I try not to talk politics here. Just not that I don't have political opinions. I just try to keep that out of what we talk about if we can. So, Throbert, I'm in Washington State, Pacific Northwest, or the Northwest, I've been told to say, not Pacific Northwest. Yeah, I imagine it has, Geese. I've never been to Texas, but everything I hear about it when they talk about the summertime is that it's just massively hot. You know, I've only seen, I can't remember the last time I've seen Taxi Driver. I have seen it. Thank you, Throbert. You're going to be moving to Oregon? Oh. I am in Washington, half hawk, but not in Seattle. Yeah, Oregon and, oh shoot, I'm spinning the wheel. Good grief. Sorry about that, it glitched, I could see that. No politics, yes, yeah, it's just hard. There's plenty of places to discuss it, and I have political beliefs, but no matter what side you're on, you're going to make somebody mad, so I just don't do it. Domesticated existence. Yeah, maybe half hawk. Amar, yeah, actually 6'6", but I'm probably shrunk a little bit. I might be 6'5", I don't know. Oh. Eugene's a beautiful city. It's really pretty down there. The University of Oregon's there. But I haven't been down there. I don't remember the last time I was in Eugene. Amari, you mean I'm not good looking now? I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm fully aware of what I look like today. But thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it. Age has that effect on all of us, unfortunately. And I'm no exception, I guess. Yeah, geese, they really are. The Northwest everywhere has become way more expensive than it used to be. I'm not sure about the prices down there, but I know that they're clearly more expensive. I'm not, Robert. Yeah, so I don't know if you're looking to buy or rent geese, but it's yeah, I don't mind getting old, Hawk. That doesn't bother me. Um, it's just when you look in the mirror and you still kind of feel young, you kind of realize, well, not so much anymore, but it doesn't bother me. Uh, I don't know, Amar. That's just me. Geese, how long will you be in Eugene, if you don't mind my asking? 10-18. Okay, so you're in the mountain range. Eh? Richard Gere? All right, I'll take that. At least you didn't call me Doc from Back to the Future. Hawk wasn't a hurricane. So I know you haven't been here before, but somebody needed some help storing some crap, and so I let him store it here. It's supposed to be. I thought it was going to be about a month, and that should happen. Should be out of here, cleaned up by the end of this month. I hope. Do I like Art Bell? I've heard him. I don't know if I like him or dislike him. I don't know. Like, hello, Dino Boy. Or is it Dino? I'm not sure. Yes, I'm aware, Dino. It's not my stuff. I'm storing it for someone else who needed some place to store some stuff, and I said, okay. So hopefully, it's supposed to be out at the end of the month, but we'll see. Draymond Green is your hero. McEnroe, Gere, and Einstein. Oh my God. Well, I wish I could play tennis like McEnroe. That would be fun. Even at his age, he's still really good. So, Robert, I'll look up Art Bell. I haven't heard him in a long time. I do like Ellensburg. Nice town. Oh, I see, geese. Yeah, yeah. And if you're building a plant up here, I'm assuming you're going to be here for a little while. Lebanese, yeah, Hawk, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'm always happy when people subscribe, and Cle Elum's beautiful as well. I like that because it's still, even though it's on the eastern side of the mountains, I like that. Still feels like it's not that high desert as you go further east. Tony Montana. That was a great movie. Hey, Chucky. Yeah, Cle Elum's beautiful. I think it's nice there. I wouldn't mind living over there. I was talking with Giesel earlier about prices. I know that the wheel's spinning on me. The prices over in Cle Elum, everything's gone up around here, but sorry to hear that, Chucky. Geese, I think you're probably right about that. I think we're both Washington and Oregon have been short on all kinds of people in the medical field, from techs, nurses, doctors. We're just short up here. Your dad's iPad. I see, Chucky. Nice. Yeah, I think the medical field, if she's in the medical field, that she shouldn't have a problem. I don't know what it's like around Eugene, but overall, up in the Northwest, it's you're 11. Okay. Overall in the Northwest, there's somewhat of a shortage here, so we need people in the medical field, especially in the smaller towns. Probably the same way in Texas. Got it, Chucky. Thank you. The small towns, like every place, it's harder to get the medical people to go there. I'm poor. Sure, let's go with that. Mexico, I have not seen Funk tonight. He commented on one of my videos earlier that I posted. Okay, Chucky. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Sorry, Mexico. I don't know if Funk's going to show up. That's probably a good time to go to. For one thing, it'll be October's beautiful in the Northwest, and if you get outside of Eugene, obviously whatever you're comfortable with at commuting at all, but the further you get away from the hub of these cities, the better the price is going to be for you, for sure. There will be an extra body pillow, Mexico. Arma, I do not know much or anything about Indian singers at all, really. You're welcome, Chucky. Thanks for coming by. You have a good day, too. Or night, wherever you're at. I don't know. But Eugene's probably going to look a lot different, Geese, than Texas. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Mexico. I do know that. heard of the Sikh temple, but I'm not sure what Gurudwara is. Yes, Mexico, I'm glad that you are here. Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to find a lot of that around Eugene. Beautiful country. Yeah, the eczema, I don't know, it's probably going to be a little bit more moisture in Eugene, obviously, than Texas, but I don't know how that will affect the eczema or help it or make it worse. I'm not sure. Yes, Mexico, I know what you mean. No, I didn't raid an office, but uh, the person that is storing this here might have, I'm quite sure. Plasma wave energy. Um, Family friendly body pillows. Yes, Mexico, please. The live stream tonight, Ryan, we're just kind of chatting about whatever except politics and religion. Trying to keep it a little lighter if we can. So that's what it's about. I mean, sometimes we talk, I mean, we always tend to find something. Shouldn't say always, like I've been doing this a long time. I've only been at it about 2 weeks. And I missed a few days because of my internet connection. I do live in a quiet area, Amar. I'll keep my own pillow, thank you, Mexico. And I'm sure Funk has his own pillow. What about AI? I don't. AI can get political if you want to. I mean, but I don't mind talking about AI. Yes, dramatically, Amar. Uh, I think AI is absolutely happening. Yes. Making people who can't sing sound like they're icons. They've had autotune for quite some time to help out with that. I've heard some tracks of some people who, and some of them have leaked to the internet over the years, but I've heard some tracks that with the AI where they had the auto tune and without it, and some of these people are really average singers without the auto tune. Yeah, Keith, no kidding. A lot of the young people probably don't even know who the heck Milli Vanilli was. But yeah, that they were the ones who really kind of brought it. I mean, they from start to finish they were lip syncing. At least if some of these other people have done the work in the studio and then they just do Milli Vanilli. Yeah, the funny thing about the Milli Vanilli too is they were making millions from being lip syncers. It's crazy. Oh, I see what you mean, hardship. Yeah, yeah, I got it. Yeah, no, a lot of them are doing that. You're right. I mean, I've seen some of these. Can't remember who it was, but they asked AI to build an indie uh, female recording artist, and have indie that indie artist create a song. And in less than it was like less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds, it created an artist with a bio and a song, and the song was okay, all from completely AI. Hello, Funk. Nice, glad to see you back. Uh, I don't remember the music from Scarface. We are Caleb. Hang on a second. I gotta answer this real quick. Sorry about that. I had to step away quickly. Funk, you're going to bed. Wait, you just got here and I had to step away. Peace. Love it. 11 a.m. Oh, man. Mexico, you might be on your own. We can't have that. You know, geese, it seems to be that I must just attract them. I don't know why. Yeah, and I don't, like I said, I'm not going to discuss politics. So if they post it, I'm not going to respond to it. I don't know, Omar. Dirty Clean. Dirty, can I ask you what that little picture is of? I'm not quite sure. Sorry about that, Mexico. You might have to go to sleep. Favorite snack? Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of Chef Mo $10 deal. I don't know if that's my favorite meal, Mexico, but it sure is good. Oh, fishing. Okay, I see. Oh, now I know what you. Okay, thank you, Dirty. I couldn't tell what it was. Cosmic Crisp Apple is also an excellent choice for a snack. I don't know if I have a favorite snack, but the $10 meal, for those of you that are on a budget, that $10 meal that I made in that video is delicious, and I really did make it for under 10 bucks, and it'll feed anywhere from 4 to 6 people for under 10 bucks. And it's really good. Oh, so Dirty, if you go over to, where is it at? Let me pull it up here real quick. Yeah, if you go to my shorts, let me see. It's probably the fourth short back from the beginning. And it kind of looks, what does it look like? Yeah, it says right on it, Chef Mo $10 meal, and it looks kind of like it's short noodles with, red sauce and meat. That was the entire menu. I didn't make anything else with it. What did I eat for lunch today? God, I don't even remember what I had for lunch. Mexico was actually really good. It's not really a spaghetti bake. I didn't bake it in the oven, Dirty, but I made it all in that big pan that it's in. I shouldn't say that. So the meat I cooked in that pan, along with what else did I have in that? Jeez, I don't even remember what else was in that. But anyway, so I boiled the noodles in a separate pan, then I mixed it all together, and then I added some cheese mozzarella cheese on top of that at the end, which is really good. And like I said, I did it all for under 10 bucks, and that will feed clearly a family of 4. If you're not big eaters, then maybe even more, probably 6. No, I understand, Dirty. Sorry, yeah, but it was, like I said, it was really good food, and I've been into that lately, just making these meals that are economical and still pretty tasty, really tasty actually. Yes, Mexico. Yes, Mexico, that's true. And that's about a 50-year-old bat, actually. I agree with you, Dirty. I mean, I again tout my own stuff, but I made a chicken meal on there too that really simple meal to prepare. Anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes, depending on how long it takes to cook the chicken, but it takes you, I don't know, 10 minutes to prepare it, and 45 minutes later you're eating delicious food. Yeah, Mexico really is a 50-year-old baseball bat. He's my son, so don't know how to describe that. Yeah, and like I said, Dirty, those meals that I've been making are so economical to make that hang on, do you know? An 8-iron golf club. I did not know that, but all right. Get all that in a golf club. Huh. Yeah, Mexico. That was also, I think that's my biggest video on YouTube. So I know it's a short, but I think that got the most views of anything I've ever done. Yeah, you know, Amar, I don't, and I have nothing against any country or city. It's just, it's not my, cities aren't my thing. I mean, I've lived in the city before, but it's not my thing. Nice to meet you too, Dirty. My last question, no, not been to Michael Jackson, or never went to a Michael Jackson concert. Yeah, it is getting late for me too, but anyway. I'm sorry to hear that, Amar. As you can hear, there's nothing outside here. It's pretty quiet. Occasional car goes by, but it's quiet here. Ah, the heart emoji. I love it. Usually Funk does all the tapping, so you're taking his place. That's great. Yeah, Amar, don't stay up for me. If you got to sleep, you got to sleep. See you, Mexico. Thanks for coming. I'll try to get on a little earlier, uh, especially as soon as I get this internet stuff figured out so we can get the speed fixed. Last video game I played? I don't know. I don't really play video games that much. I mean, I play a little, but nothing to speak of. I don't play any real video games like Call of Duty or any of that kind of stuff. Yes, Mexico. See you, Mexico. Thanks for coming. Tell Caleb to stop by one of these days. No, I get it. No, I maybe, but oh, you're going away. Sorry, Mexico. To me, that's what I assume you meant by video games. Call of Duty or those bigger, what I call bigger video games. Anything I might do is just going to be some simple little, something simple. Oh, right. Forgot Mexico. Thanks, Amar. I do like peaceful. Wait, whatever happened to the other person? John, where's John go? I mean, Funk was here for a few minutes. Mexico, okay, if you think I'm smart, that's great. I've forgotten what happened yesterday, so if you're asking me to remember something, I don't know. Yeah, Mexico, I'm beginning to notice that you are a big fan, and I appreciate that. Elijah, as I've told multiple people, I'm storing stuff for someone else who had no place else to put it. And so it's going to be here probably through the end of August. Normally it doesn't look like this. I mean, the filing cabinets would still be there, but all the crap behind me wouldn't be. So okay, Mexico. Okay, no, yeah, I don't play a lot of games. I don't even know what that, what's it called? Tarkov. I'm not even familiar with the name of that game. I don't. Heard of Drake, don't know him. Elijah, why are you fascinated with my feet? Why was Al Capone so famous? Is that what you're asking, Amar? Jeez. And okay, Elijah, you can think whatever you want about my feet. That's fine. There's no foot fetish going on here. Maybe Elijah's must have a foot fetish. I'm not sure. Happy Friday. Oh, well, I guess it is for some. It's not for me yet, so. Just checking, Elijah. Who knows, right? Everybody's into something. I'm in the Northwest, Pacific Northwest of Washington, Oregon, Idaho. I imagine so, Amar. Clearly, I don't know that much about Indian culture, but from what I've seen and read about it, we seem, yeah, very, very different. I'm sure there's far more scintillating conversation to be had than my grooming routines. Yep, I'm familiar, Amar. Yes, some are. I don't quite know what those emojis are, but does that mean you're sleepy? That's what it looks like on my computer. I don't know what some of these emojis are, so. I am not Huck fan, Elijah. Just a t-shirt that somebody gave me. That's it. No significance. Wait, Mexico, I thought you left. You're still here? Lurking in the background? No. Just somebody gave me the shirt. Mexico, I don't know where you're lurking. You ask a lot of personal questions, Elijah. You don't have to go, Elijah. I just don't. I'm not going to answer those kind of questions. They don't have any relevance. So. Pretty much all of them, Elijah. I mean, they're all pretty personal. Nothing that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I thought we'd be talking about something besides my personal grooming habits or what I like to eat. Because I feel like I'm in an interrogation, Mexico, quite honestly. Considering I have no idea about you guys, so. No, Mexico. I mean, look at the chat. Appreciate all the hearts, but And I didn't really think I was answering your questions, Elijah, but all right. Kratom, you just need to get old, and most of us get white hair, I guess. No warning, Elijah. It's just being peppered with hundreds of questions every time I come on is not fun. So I am not Kratom. And again, I don't know the fascination with all the personal inquiries, so I don't know if you're affiliated with the others or not. Hi Geese, glad you're back. I don't know that song, Geese, sorry. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. Who sings that one, Geese? Restless heart. Okay, got it. Country rock. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them. I'll have to look them up. Hmm. Yeah, I'll check them out after we're done here. See you, Mexico. Thank you for the hearts. Geese, I'm gonna try. Yeah, like I said earlier, the internet's been bad. My company is trying to figure out what the issue is. We don't quite know. I shouldn't say we don't, they don't know. So we'll see. They may have to go up on the pole or something, I'm not sure, to find out what it is. Oh, geese. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Well, I really appreciate it, geese. I'm always amazed that people will do that. So I thank you very much for that. .21 gigawatts, and we've got the dock reference. Yeah, but I will be on tomorrow, geese. It's getting late there for you, I'm sure. So, or you? I mean, I'm not telling you to go. I just figured might be getting late for you. But I'm always happy to talk. So, it's good. Oh, you're off till next Thursday. That's nice. So that means you can stay up late. Elijah, I did thank him. And again, geese, just so they can hear, I thank you again for that. I thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Six weeks of vacation. That's nice. $15 years in this day and age is a long time to be with one company. It doesn't happen as much as it used to, for sure. I'm in a home office. I think that's LD, and I'll just say Jorge. rather than guess at the first letters. That happens a lot, geese. When they get to a certain level, they'll find a way to get rid of them so they can bring in the younger, cheaper employees. Yeah, it's not just the pay, it's also the benefits that they're paying out. Unfortunately, if it's a skilled labor job, that's really not a smart thing to do because now you're retraining somebody. Even though you're paying them less, the cost sometimes is more than keeping the older employee. Excuse me. You didn't disrupt me, Mexico. Yeah, that's a fine geese. I get it. You don't want to jeopardize your job for chatting on YouTube because, believe it or not, they, depending on how vigilant the company is or how big or whatever, they have people looking, scanning social media. Some of the bigger companies looking to see if anybody's doing something they're not supposed to be doing. And they find them all the time. And maybe you should apply for a job, Mexico, at NASA. They might hire you. Or maybe you can go to SpaceX. Yeah, and he probably, Gacy probably wasn't really doing anything too wrong, you know what I mean? Um, but he's not supposed to do it. So yeah, they get rid of you. He was probably just taking an innocent selfie. I mean, I know a lot of people that work for the government. They're not allowed to have phones at their job that have cameras in them. They have to prove that they have a phone that has no camera. Hello, Eric. What games would you like to talk about, Elijah? I'm not very well versed in games. They are old school filing cabinets, yes. Had them a long time. I just ignore it. It's fine. Thanks, Geese. You know, Geese, I don't know if I really have a favorite band. Probably would be somebody older for sure. I mean, I don't know. Probably something from the 70s, I would imagine. There's a bunch of them I like. The arm tan. Glad you noticed. It's what I've been working for, to get a nice farmer's tan. I got it from the blazing hot light bulb I'm sitting under, Mexico. But yeah, Geese, I don't really know. I have tons of songs I really like. I don't get to play disc golf very often. I've actually only played it for real with the chains and everything only once. But I used to play it a lot when I was a kid without all that stuff. But it is a lot of fun. And the guys who play at the top level are extraordinarily skilled, just like any other sport. Mm, mm. I forgot about it. I posted that, Geese. Yeah, I had one really nice shot, and the next time I was putting, it was absolutely abysmal. We were lucky enough to see the world champion play here a few months ago, and he is extraordinarily good at disc golf. Not that the other guys weren't. It was just he's right now. He's kind of head and shoulders better than everybody else. But if you've never played before, you should try it. It's a lot of fun. I love Ron White. He's hysterical. Tater salad. Love Ron White. He's really, really funny. I know he was talking about retiring here a couple years ago, but I think he came back. Oh, jeez. I've never heard that joke. That's funny, though. Darpan, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. But yeah, Ron White is, I remember the first time I heard him, it's been, I don't know how long ago now, but man, he was funny. I love that joke when he's in New York City and he got thrown out of the bar and they're talking about how he had the right to remain silent, but not the ability. Darpan, I'm in the United States. Where are you from? Mm. George Carlin was, God, I remember listening to him back a long, long time ago, and he was quite political, but Yes, Darpan, you, where are you from? But he had some great insights and jokes, and the way he could tell his jokes was pretty good. I liked him. In fact, every once in a while I'll pull some of that stuff up on YouTube and watch it. Even though I've heard it plenty of times before, it's still fun to watch. Very nice, Darpan. Thank you for coming. And I'm assuming that person with the letter K, I think that's Russian. I'm not sure. Oh, he would have been brilliant during COVID. What I liked about him is he didn't pick a particular side of politics. He picked at all of them, which was pretty cool. I'm an entrepreneur, Darpan. Oh yeah, Amar, you better get some rest. Thank you for coming. No, it's not political. I mean that I don't mind. It was like I said. I think Carlin was critical of all politicians. So he wasn't political in the sense that he was choosing a side or asking you to take a side. He was just critical of all of them. Which used to be the way of comedians. I can remember Carson way back too, and I'd watch him, and he made fun of everyone without really being political. If there was something funny that he could tell a joke about, he didn't care whose side it was on. He just told the joke, which was really cool. Yeah, I mean, I get it, Geese. Yeah, but especially for the comedians, some of them have gone like both sides. I don't care, but I just want to hear funny. I don't want to hear politics when I want to go laugh. You know. Darpan, what do you mean my startup name? Modern comedians. I don't know, Matt. I kind of watched some Matt Rife a little bit. Kind of thought he was pretty good. I like the way he interacts with the crowd. I haven't watched him a lot, but I think he's pretty funny. Gothic Drink, what's up? No, there's no name, Darpan, just me. Oh, Shane Gillis is funny. I like him. I forgot about him. Yeah, he's come on in the last what, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. I mean, maybe even a little less than that, 5 or 6 years. But yeah, he's pretty funny. Yeah, unless sometimes my mind draws a blank when I'm trying to remember some of that stuff. But yeah, Shane Gillis is funny. I mean, I suppose like you look back at the really great comedians, and it was like people like Robin Williams, George Carlin, Richard Pryor was funny too. I mean, for his day, he was really considered cutting edge because he swore so much. Not that I'm offended by it, but you know, the society kind of. But he was; those guys were way ahead of their time and really good. But yeah, Shane Gillis, I like him. He's funny. Bill Hicks, I'm not familiar with him. Oh yeah, Patrice O'Neill. Shoot, he's funny. Yeah, he's got some good sets. Now I got people I got to go watch again. Yeah, it's fun. Like I said a minute ago, sometimes off the top of my head, I can't think of people, and then when you say somebody will say a name, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's really good. Rip King, Rip King. Who are you referring to, Gothic? Are you referring to Bill Hicks? Oh yeah. Well, one of my other favorites from long, long time ago too was Don Rickles, Pablo Francisco. Okay, got to look him up. Trying to think of that. What's the other guy's name? Jeez. Calls himself Fluffy. He's hysterical. Mitch Herbert. Yeah, comedian. I love a good comic. I can sit and watch him. The other guy, what's the other? There was another one too. I can't think of his name. I don't think I saw him in Dirty Work. I just liked the way he insulted people. I remember I saw him one time on Letterman, so it would have been probably in the 90s maybe or early 2000s. And Denzel Washington was there, and holy crap. Oh, Gabriel Iglesias, thank you. He's funny. Love Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, Norm Macdonald. Yeah, too bad he's gone. He was, man, he had some jokes that just cut people to the core. Super smart guy. Yeah, I like Norm Macdonald was funny. He was great when he was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I haven't seen Gabriel Iglesias in a while. Got to go back and look at some of his stuff. He was funny. Thanks, Geese. As do you. I like talking about this stuff because there's people that come up and I'm like, oh yeah. You forget about people. There used to be a guy that did a thing with I can't remember his name either. He was a ventriloquist, and I can't remember the names of his characters. Hate it when I can't remember those names, but he was really funny too. Oh, Jeff Dunham. Thank you. Man, I'm glad you guys are here remembering these people. Jeff Dunham was funny. He used to get away with some, he had all those different characters of the, I say dummies, but I don't even know what they're called. We used to call them dummies when I was a kid, and that's not really what they're called now. But anyway, whatever they are. But he was really good with that. He was super, super funny. He used to be on a lot more on TV, like on Comedy Central, then, but not so much anymore. I don't know if it's not okay. I don't know what do they call them. I know he's a ventriloquist, but what do they call the little dolls? We used to call them dummies. So, sorry. Oh, Mike Vrabel. Yeah, the Pats are uh, puppets. Yeah, I guess that's probably better for the lack of better term, I guess. But yeah, he was Jeff Dunham's very funny. I'm trying to think of some of the other people that I've seen. I mean, a long time ago, uh, Chris Rock back when he was first starting out was really funny. Yeah, Ryan, I don't know what happened with all that Vrabel stuff. I didn't follow it all that closely, so, um, but he is a good coach. Forgetting what he did, he is an excellent coach. Yeah, Chris Rock was super funny back. I mean, not that he isn't funny now, but when he was first starting out, he had something different about him that. Eddie Murphy, so hysterical. I saw Eddie Murphy back in I don't know would have been 30 I don't know back in the late 80s. Um, and he came up and did a set at the Comedy Store for I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes. And he followed Sam Kinison, who got up and did a set right before him. So back to back, I had Kinison and Eddie Murphy on the same stage for like an hour and a half. It was an awesome, and they didn't come on till like midnight. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, you're right. The energy was different. Oh, that's cool. I never met Eddie. I've seen him perform, but yeah, I've never met him. That's pretty cool that you got to meet him. Darkness, hang on. Oh yeah, no, I knew that part, Geese, about him cheating. I just didn't know I don't know all what transpired after that. I didn't follow the story very closely. All I know is I think he's a really good coach. Charlie Murphy. That's Eddie's brother, yeah? Oh, from the Chappelle Show. Thank you. Yeah, it is interesting being around somebody that, I mean, depending on when you met Eddie, I mean, he was at one point, I mean, he's still a big star, but there was a point for, 4, 5, 6 years where he was one of the biggest stars around. So if you were hanging out with him, that must have been pretty interesting to see how people respond to him. 2003. Yeah, so he's still, it's not like he was unfamous or not doing as many movies. He was still really big then. So that's interesting. Yeah, I wish Eddie would come back and do some comedy movies again. I think it would be great to have him back. I think he's really good at not just his stand up. I think he's really funny in movies too. It's great. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, uh, um, rock stars are an interesting breed of cat for sure. Especially the 80s rockers and 70s and 80s rockers. They're different than today's what we call rock today. They're way different. Yeah, no, you did for Sheriff. I mean, they had their, I guess it was their biggest hit, When I'm With You. That was a great, or is a great song. And it's funny how these bands who, because they've all toured and they've crossed paths in a lot of different ways. So even if they're not necessarily huge, like, the bigger bands, they all seem to, like they've crossed paths either touring or whatever. So they all know a lot of the other bands. It's pretty neat. Wow. Carmen Electra. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just looked them up real quick. I didn't know that they were. I didn't know that Sheriff was from Canada. Kind of hard to compete with Prince and Dennis Rodman. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So where did it say they're from? It said they're from. Oh, it said they're from Toronto. Huh. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go read about them when we're done here. That's one of the things I like about the internet is when you want to look something up, there's always information out there about these, especially about groups like that. They're big enough to um, the Fonz. Jeez. But they're big enough to their the information's pretty readily available. Huh. Arnold Lanny. Oh, okay. Hang on. Um, what am I looking at here? Oh yeah, okay. Founding member. Huh. Oh, he worked with Finger 11 too. Our Lady Peace. Hmm. Yeah, I just looked him up. He's worked with some other pretty big acts as a producer. Yeah, that's what it said, that he's done a lot of that. And he also wrote their song, their most successful song, what I was talking about before, When I'm With You. I'll be damned. That's pretty cool. Interesting history. It looks like he's got a couple of Junos as well. Hmm. Very cool. Yeah, and the producers actually make they make pretty good money too for doing that. Why do you ask, Geese? Just curious. Oh, you don't have to do that. That's fine. No big deal. I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. I just think it's cool you're related to related. That's pretty cool. Oh, the band tees. Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. You probably got merch. I know back in 70s, 80s, 90s, maybe even early 2000s, because of the way the record deals were structured, the bands loved selling their merch because they got to keep all of that money. Any profit they got off their merch was theirs. Because so many of the record companies controlled so much of everything else except the merch. It seemed like. Oh, Motley, man, they're a crazy bunch. But I like a lot of their songs. I mean, it's that's cool though that you got all that stuff. You should hang on to it. I did a video about my Van Halen, my backstage pass to Van Halen, um, and I got an Eddie Van Halen guitar pick from that concert I went to. But that's kind of my closest thing to what you've got. But yeah, Motley Crue. I'm sad that Mick Mars isn't with them anymore. I mean, John Five's a good guitar player, but I don't know. It's just kind of not the same. And Vince's voice is just so not good anymore. But man, back in the '80s, they were the poster child or poster children for what these crazy rock stars are supposed to be. Yeah, you should hang on to all that stuff. It's pretty cool to have that. Oh, Michael Bolton. Okay, you say so. Did you get all the guys, Geese, to sign the T-shirt? All four of them? Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they were really something back in the day. It would be for any reason, or did you just they didn't get Vince to sign it? I was just about to say that. I've heard that he's not too uh, that he hasn't always been very good to the fans, unfortunately. I can't speak to that personally, but that's kind of what I've heard about him a little bit. But meanwhile, I talked to some people that he was at a smaller venue near where, about an hour from where I live, and the people that dealt with him said he was really nice. So, but I've heard what you just said there, for sure. So I'm sure that he's probably, I don't know, you're probably closer to right with what you just said. That seems to be the overriding sentiment that I've heard. And it's funny, there's a picture as I'm looking at my screen right below the chat here, a picture of Metallica. What video are they going to do here? Anyway, this picture of Metallica, I like them too. Oh, yeah. You know what? That could be. I mean, and that probably created some of his behavior. certainly with the addiction, right? Whether he was, like you said, eager to get whatever or coming off. Yeah, Tommy seems to be kind of down to just, if you said, hey, let's go do whatever, it seems like he would just jump in and go with strangers in a car and go somewhere and do something. Yeah, those guys were all pretty strung out, let's be honest. I mean, Kickstart My Heart was written, Nikki Sixx wrote that song after he did die from a heroin overdose. So they were seriously strung out for a long time. Yeah, some of these guys are really, rock stars are really good about the fans. Others, not so much. They let the fame go to their head. There's a little bit of it that I get just because they're being, kind of, people are pawing at them all the time. So they get kind of a little bit defensive because people are constantly invading their space. But there's some that are really good no matter what's happening. What is on the agenda this weekend? That's a good question. Uh, I don't even know. I don't have any plans. Kind of just winging it, I guess. See what the weather's like, I suppose, and go from there. I'm sure it's not going to be cold or anything. So, how about you? What do you got going? Feels like the summer just got started and we're already kind of getting ready to close it out. It's weird. Oh, that sounds good. What are we grilling? Are we doing steaks, burger, chicken? Oh, nice. Wednesday? Really? That's off. It seems early to me. Oh God, ribs sound good. It's funny you should say that. We got so we just had, let's say Thursday, Tuesday we had the same meal, but we cooked the ribs, did the ribs in the oven, and they were absolutely delicious. And we had a bunch of corn to go with it. Honestly, I could make a meal out of just ribs or just corn. I love both of those things. I remember when I was younger, I'd go to this local place that grew corn and I would buy like a dozen ears of corn and just eat all dozen ears. Smothered in butter, of course, but yeah, ribs would be delicious. Hello, Manwire. Oh, in the crock pot. Yeah, that'd be good. They just fall off the bone after they've been in there for a while. Yeah, my son just did some, he marinated some steak. Put them in a plastic bag and did all of his things doing that up, and they were delicious. But yeah, corn on the cob, fantastic. I went to a place one time at a fair that did corn on the cob, and they had basically a tub about the size of a kitchen sink full of warm butter. And before they would serve you the corn, they would leave it soak in that butter for 7, 8, 9 minutes. So when they took it out, it was off the charts. Just never seen that before. It was delicious. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I don't know what it is. I would just, so I would say elote, so it's probably elotes, maybe? I don't know how to pronounce it. And I never would have found that corn symbol. I wouldn't even know where to look for that in my emojis. Elotes. Okay. Didn't know that. Corn, mayonnaise, parmesan, and paprika? Thank you, Jenny. I did not know that. But it sounds good. Corn, mayo, parmesan. So I'm assuming the corn's off the cob, right? Is that how you make it? Then you do you mix that all together? Is that how it works? I'm writing it down. Nice. Yeah, it sounds really good. Oh, in a cup. Really? See, now you're making me hungry. It's bedtime, but I do love corn, so, and paprika is one of paprika makes a lot of food a lot better. And how do you put a lot of mayonnaise in with the corn? Or is it just enough to bind the corn together a little bit, or how does that work? Huh. Sorry, I'm just looking it up while I was 2 spoonfuls per cup. Yeah, they were showing. I just looked it up and it's showing it on the cob, so I get what the flavoring is, but um, it sounds better. They're filing cabinets, faceless. Ooh, a little cayenne would be good too. I guess you could kind of add anything to that for whatever your flavor palette is. Yes, GLP, I'm aware. Long story. Not my stuff, unfortunately. Oh, here's one in a cup. That's pretty okay, and it's got a lime up on top of it. That looks good. I have no idea. It's supposed to be the end of this month, but I'm not going to press him. I know he'll eventually get it out of here. So he's just got a little stuff going on in his life. So, and it's not even in tubs or boxes. It's just kind of strewn all over the place. But yeah, it needs to go. But what am I supposed to do? I can't just. I'm not going to make him get rid of it. Even if it takes him a couple months to get it out of here, I don't care. It's not bothering me, so I hate the mess, but at the same time, whatever. Yeah, now I'm intrigued by that dish. Oh. Thanks, Geese. Not easy sometimes, but gotta do it, right? Yeah, no, you'd be surprised. We have, because it said it's a traditional Hispanic or traditional Mexican street corn is how that Google or AI described it on Google, but I don't know if that's exactly accurate. But we've got pretty big Hispanic population around here, and I know some people, if I asked, I'm sure they would be able to. Yeah, it might not be kind of, I know what you mean, in restaurants or anything, but I can probably find some people that I know that could make it, and it would probably be pretty traditional. I would think. So yeah, I'd love to have it. And the images they have of some of this stuff, when you search it, looks delicious. Well, now that you've told me what it is, I'm going to look and see if it's on any menu somewhere around any of the, maybe some of the food trucks or we've got a few restaurants where I live that that might have it. I mean, if it was going to be on the menu, they might have it. But yeah, we've got a pretty large, when I say Hispanic, because there's, they come from Central America, Mexico, wherever, and there's a pretty large population in the area I'm in. So yeah, now I'm intrigued by that. Hmm. Well, I should probably sign off, Geese. It's getting late, and to anybody else who's listening, I got to get going here. I'm starting to fade. I'm getting tired. But I have enjoyed. Geese, it's been a fun conversation. And I'm going to go. I got a couple of things to research. The corn and your uncle. That'll be fun. So anyway, I better sign off. Thank you again. Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. I'm always happy or surprised when I get that. Thanks, Geese. You too. And I'm going to try to be on over the weekend as well. I'm looking forward to hearing how your barbecue or your grilling goes, because those ribs make me hungry. Anyway, I'll see you, Geese. Thanks, and see you everybody else too. Nice chatting. I got to turn it off. Thanks for coming, everybody.